Alright guys, Airsoft Bros Outdoors, Andrew and Tyler. You see this gun? Looks pretty awesome, okay? It is a spring Stinger P311, Crosman Stinger P311. It is spring powered, so you have to pull a slide back every time. But I do have a stock, a flashlight, a laser, a bipod, and a scope. So let's get into the review. Alright guys, so for the first part of this review, we're just going to talk about the gun, and then we'll go to the attachments. But the gun is very good. We've had it for 3 or 4 years, and at Walmart, we got it at Walmart. It was the first pistol, airsoft pistol we've ever had. Tyler's broke, so I've had mine longer than he has. But this gun is just phenomenal. I mean, I could compare it to $300 guns. Not really, I'm just kidding. But I could compare it to at least $100 guns. Just because how durable it is to be plastic. No metal part on the gun really, except for the hammer and everything, that's plastic. Yep. But we paid $11, I think, for it. And we paid for it, like I said, 3 or 4 years ago. Paid $11, and it's a hard-hitting gun. I mean, it's lost power, like most guns have, but it's lost power over the years. But it still is. It's just a fun gun to mess around with, and it's accurate and everything. Not that hard to cock anymore, just because it lost power. The spring's been really worn. It's really worn, and so let's get on to how we did the attachments. Alright guys, so how I did the attachments, okay? Last night we went and played airsoft, and it was raining, and the MP5, the Sima CMO23, I've had that for 2 or 3 years, and the Sima CMO23 finally gave out on us. The gears weren't working. I think they got stripped, and just the motor was running wild. So we took it apart, trying to figure out what was wrong with it, and we just couldn't find it out. So we fixed what we thought it was, put it back together, and it wasn't shooting still. So I just decided to take it apart and use its parts. So I got the stock right here. It's the stock of the Sima CMO23, and the rail that has this on it. The rail goes on the Sima CMO23, but that's what it goes on. And what I did was I took the stock and formed it around the pistol grip at the very bottom, and I put zip ties on this side of it and on this side of it going across, and I put one going in between to hold it in place. And it doesn't have any wobble really, and your cheek raises up to about eye level of the sights. With the scope on there, you gotta go a little higher though, but it doesn't matter about that. So that's what we did with that, and then we taped it up and put some gun wrap on there to make it a little softer and smoother. And then this, we put my center point red and green dot sight on there from my SR25. We put that on there. We have my Crosman laser, and we have a flashlight from Bass Pro, I think. I don't know what it's from somewhere, and one of Tyler's sniper scope mounts that he let me borrow for this video. And this is the rail itself, which these 2 rails right here they don't come on it. And all I did was I got some super glue and super glued it on there. And you can see if you look at it, they're not even and they're not really straight, but that's the job for me. I just put it on. I just did this this morning, and I did this last night, and I'm pretty amazed by it. It's held up. It's been probably in at least 100 games, and it's lasted a while. The FPS probably stock was maybe, what, 310? Maybe 310 out of the box. But now I think it maybe shoots like between 180 and 200 FPS. And the magazine, I was going to try and get another magazine for it. But the magazine releases right there. You push it down, and it only holds 11 bullets. So it runs out really fast. And put some camo tape on the bottom so you can see it. But I had a little problem right there. I tried to put another rail on there to put like a grip or something on there, but I tried to use air dry clay and put it in a rail and then glue it on there, but then that fell off. So then I just broke a rail and formed it around the gun and glued it on there where that little hole is, and then that fell off. So I just said forget it, and I'm not gonna really try and mess with it anymore. But the right here's the selector switch. It's broke. So there is some broken parts on this gun, like the flash hider. Can't even see it in there because I was gonna try and make a suppressor, a mock suppressor for it, but I cut it a little too much, I think. Now that it just goes in the barrel, and I mean it goes in the slide, so it doesn't really, can't really see it. I mean, that's an upside and a downside. It does make it sound a little different though. But I think that's all I have to say. Do you have anything to say? I've never had it jam on me. Never had it to take it apart or nothing like that. But I think that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe.